Hello and welcome to On the Food Scene with Steve. I'm here in New Haven, Connecticut at Consiglio's Restaurant, and with me tonight is Sheryl Bellman, who is the author of this great book called America's Little Italies. Thanks for joining me tonight, Sheryl.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I was fascinated with this book because the photography and what you were able to dig up as far as the beautiful photography from many years back is just spectacular. Tell me a little about what your thoughts were in developing and writing this book.
Well, many Little Italies are dying out. There are hundreds that no longer exist. They just exist in name. And I've always loved everything Italian. And I love food, and I love research. So I just thought, do something like this where, I could capture the communities before they
And how many communities
disappear.
are in the book?
15 viable Little communities still exist.
And name some of the places where they are. I mean, New York is one that's popular, but what are some of the Little Italies in America that perhaps are not as well known?
Well, I think they're all well known. And maybe Wilmington, Delaware is not as well known as Boston's North End.
Sure.
But there's Baltimore, not so well known maybe, but they still are viable. Wilmington, Baltimore, San Diego, where I lived for many years, was dead for years because of urban renewal and so forth. But now they're revitalized and they're very viable. They have festivals every weekend, and so San Diego's come back.
And how many
Huge Italian population.
How many restaurants are in your typical Little Italy?
Well, they could go for, in New York, of course, there are many,
Sure.
maybe 25 to 30 restaurants, to Baltimore, where there really maybe are not as many,
Sure.
but there's still, there's still maybe 6, 7.
What I like about your book is that it's recipes, but also the history behind the Little Italies and the owners of these small mom and pop restaurants. And tonight, your recipe for the
Christmas soup,
which is Consiglio's
Yes.
recipe.
Yes.
And then we have here,
That's cavatella. Cavatella is with pesto in the book. This tonight, for our special night here, is cavatella with prosciutto.
well, and I know that you're interested in different types of food. You have another book that we will talk about in a future time, and that's called
America's Great
Delis.
America's Great Delis. Sorry, I have some.
Oh, I know.
America's Great Delis, history and tradition.
Great. Well, for those people that are interested in nostalgia, for anything dealing with food, Little Italies, I really recommend that you do go out and purchase Sheryl's book. And this book is available, I'm sure, on all of the major online networks, as well as your major booksellers and mom and pop booksellers as well. And I want to thank you for joining me tonight here from Consiglio's Restaurant in New Haven, Connecticut. I'm Stephen Fries for BooksLive.com.